So let's just learn about metrics. So first thing is we'll check metrics. Okay. So that too also we need to check 2D or multidimensional. Okay, multidimensional matrix. So first of all, uh, we use NumPy array for that. So np, when we just say np dot array, okay, and here inside that we actually have to mention first depth, second rows, then columns. Okay, like that we have to mention the things over inside this array function. So first depth means we can mention, like if that is a single matrix, you can just use single square bracket. If you have 2D, depth is 2, then you can use 2 arrays like this. Okay, so first we will check about this one. So how we can mention something like this, like first we have to mention the rows, number of rows we have. Like let's say if we have to create 2 by 3, okay, and depth is 1 only, but 2 by 3 means 2 rows and 3 columns. So here we can mention, first of all we have 2 rows. Okay, so we will have 2 square brackets where we will mention 2, 3, 4 means 3 columns. These are the columns basically. Okay, this 1 and 2, let's say 5, 6, 7. So this became first row, second row, like this. So if we run this one, this will be considered as one row, and this is considered as second row. Okay, so these two are row and these are the columns. So this matrix will be 2 by 3. So we'll get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like this, these are row 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. Like this we will have. Okay, so this type of thing we can do. And in case of this 2 depth means we have stack. Okay, so now this is basically row and column. Okay, and depth is 1 only. So if we just check about the stack, we have, suppose this is the matrix, right? So in this matrix, if we just say we have stack of 1, let me just expand it. So here you will see this bottom one, this is what we have created right now. Okay, because depth is 1. Now if we have to create something like 2, depth 2, column 2, and then row 2, column 3. Okay, like this if we have to create, that means this should be second. So for that, this expression will be np dot array, and I told you like we have to use like this. So this is what is creating this first one, and then same thing if we do comma, and then same thing we have added, that will become second stack element. Okay, so first of all I'll just copy the same thing. Okay, 3, 4, comma 5, 6, 7, and that's all. And this is complete one stack. Okay, comma, same thing I'll do. Okay, 3 brackets, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is one, not this, this is not required, this we have closed. So there are three, means this actually has this row and this row, these two rows. Then we have a completion of this stack, this is one stack, and then comma the other stack, which is for second. Inside that also we have one row, and then we have second row, and to combine all of them we'll have to put one square bracket here. So like this it will create matrix like this. First stack we will have, then second stack we will have, like this. Okay, this is what are A, these are B. Okay, so like this we will get the same thing. So we have 2 rows 3 columns, 2 rows 3 columns, but depth here is 1, here 2. So this is how actually we define the matrix in this is basically for Python, and if we are using NumPy package, where like you can just simply do like this, import NumPy as NP. Okay, so we can use this package name, and after that we can just do np dot array, then we can just define whatever we have, something like this, like we have defined right now. So like this you can define. Just remember this is the syntax. So we have depth, rows and column. If you don't define the depth, it will by default take these rows and columns. So similarly, if you have to create one dimensional array, that time you just mention something like 2 3 4 like this. So it just create one array like 2 3 4. So like this array will be created, simple single dimensional array. And this is having rows and columns, so this is something 2D array, and this is 3-dimensional array, 3D array, because basically here we have stack, depth is added basically. So once depth is included, that is a 3D array. So we can similarly create multi-dimensional array